Hello my friends, today we are going to do a different kind of content, okay? It's a tier list for Champions Paris. I also plan on doing a top 10 players and some pickings as well, so tell me if you want to see this kind of content. If you want, I can do it, and I will do before Champions Month, so I gotta hurry up and do this week. We still got games for Game Changers happening, some Challenges League as well is still going on, but I think I can find the time, my friends. This is interesting, my friends. I'm going to start here with the S tier, okay? With the favorites during the whole tournament, and we gotta start with Paper Wax, man. For me, they are the best team in the world, the favorites to win. Does this mean they're gonna win? No, but they are the favorites, my friends. Let's see how they deal with the pressure. Now, for the second one is G2, my friends. G2, the best team in VCT Americas. Very strong roster. Leaf is back. He's playing good. I think bringing Baby Bay back to the roster really help with the vibes. I think they are giving more value for the things that they achieve. You know, felt like they found their happiness again, and they're playing like more relaxed. And this will help them a lot throughout this tournament, man. Because for me, G2 they are the favorites in basically any matchup, and now they build the resilience. I think their mental is stronger. Their team bond is better and was already pretty good. Their strats is incredible, both on attacking on the defender side. So it's a very complete thing, man. We could easily see G2 win the whole tournament because they are that good. And Baby Bay will help them on Champions Paris as well. He's gonna be with Josh there, helping with strats, with the vibes, all that. So I think this team, man, they are definitely one of the favorites here, man. I'll be very surprised if they don't go to the finals or very close to that, or even winning the tournament. And now, guys, this is, I've been saying that since they got a new player, okay? For me, this team was already good. They changed 2 players, one after the other, trying to find the perfect fifth, and they found them, my friends. They found Trax. Thank you, Vitality, by the way. And this team, my friends, they are actually I would say Dark Horseman to win the whole tournament, you know, because the favorite is G2, is the Paper Wax and G2. But Team Liquid, they are my pick, my friends, and they will be on the tier ASIC here. I think Paper Wax is a good matchup for them. If you remember the last time they faced each other, bro, it was very, very close game. Now it tracks things could go different. These two still the favorites, but for me, I will pick Liquid to win the whole thing, my friends. And this is the easiest part, right, guys? Now is where things get tough. So, how do I approach this one? This is my first time in doing, okay? So, let's say. Oh, what? They changed energy log? Okay, is that just a Arno? What the hell happened here? Okay, so I think, man, it's easy for us to go with the worst things, right? And maybe then we can change some things depending on how things go here, okay? But breaks my heart, okay? I'm not gonna lie, this breaks my heart. But I'm gonna choose MIBR for now to be here on the tier, man. I'm Brazilian, guys, so this breaks my heart. But from all the things that are here, I think MIBR lives their worst moment, you know? Does this mean they're not gonna get any wins or they're gonna be eliminated very fast? No, but it could mean that. It could mean that, okay? They need to prove to themselves and to everybody that they can do it, man, that they can play good there. Because from what I think they show improvements on the last stage. It wasn't enough for them to qualify for playoffs. They had a very close game against Energy that they could win, but they lost. And I might change this, guys. I might change this, okay? So we got Sentinels. Maybe I should go in this order, actually, but whatever. So Sentinels for me is a very solid thing. Very strong roster. Depending on how well Zakan perform, they can be S tier. They can beat these guys here. But for me, they are a very solid team. I think I heard that from one of the casters. They're kind of the gatekeepers. Because if you beat Sentinels, it means we're really good. And I agree with that. Because for me, Sentinels was one of the most solid things, man. Their 5 players are very good. And they don't really have weakness, you know? Like, I think everybody on the roster is really good. Even Zeus, I know he has a lot of haters. But I love Zeus. I think he's a very impactful player. You don't normally see him doing mistakes. He clutches all the time for this thing. Every time they need him, he steps up and clutch for this thing. Not just energy, guys. He's not just the vibe guy. He's also a good player. I mean, the 5 players on this team are pretty good. So then Sentinels for me is an easy A tier here, man. We also got RIQ. Man, RIQ is interesting because they could easily be on the A tier and they could even beat the S tier things. But they need to prove that, man, because last international that they went to, just like in my BR, it was awful, guys. I think this time they will play better because they got experience, but I still will put RIQ here on the B tier, even though I love Crazy Guy, I love these guys. I think they can be S tier. But right now, I might change this, guys. I might change this. I put it in a little bit higher, okay? But right now, my thoughts on RIQ is that I still need to see them performing on international stage to say, okay, these guys, you know, they are ready. And from what we saw in the grand finals too, man, against Paper X, I'm not so sure, man. I'm not so sure. EDG, my friends. EDG is an interesting thing because depending on how well prepared and how on fire individually they are on this tournament, they can be very high, but they also can be very low. I think they are similar to Team Heretics in this sense, okay? Because it is things with a very high ceiling, but they can also lose to anything. You know what I mean? Depending on how they are playing individually. I still think EDG are doing a lot of individually mistakes. I still think that they think they are better than everyone else individually, and it does not translate to the server. They are doing a lot of mistakes. Jenny, for me, is improving. He's feeling way more comfortable on the stage. I really like the guy. I think he's playing really well, considering the situation and all the pressure. But for me here, for now, I will put EDG on the C tier. Okay, for now, I'll put EDG on the C tier. So DRX is a very good thing. They are a solid thing, guys. They got Hyamin, that kid is insane. They got Mako, one of the greatest players of all time. They have a good roster, they have a good coach, they have good ideas. But something is missing still. They did a lot of roster changes, you know, so they didn't really have the time to stick with one roster and develop it, the team. They are always changing, and not because they want to, because of the situation, because of, I think it was was Flashback asking to leave, and then they get another player, then they get another player. So I think now it's time to prepare. They will be a more stronger team. They got lucky to qualify because if Talon beats RQ, Talon would qualify, you know, so it was very close. This could be easily Talon here on champs, but here we go. DRX again qualifying for another champs. I'm very happy to see Mako, but let's see. I'm not putting DRX as one of the contenders to win the tournament, man. I think I will put them here on the C tier because they are very solid thing. Of course, they can beat anyone, guys. You know, like, I think the S tier is very unlikely that they will beat them. But the other things I can see them beating. I wouldn't be surprised. But they are definitely not one of the worst teams, bro. The RX is a thing that always deserves to be respected. So, Team 1, my friends. Team 1, they got better. I think it was a tough week for Team 1 after winning Masters. But they show it how strong they are, how high is their ceiling. Their 5 players individually, when they are their best, they are very strong. The new kid, man, the age, he's good, guys. Trust me, that kid is insane. I'm very curious to see how well he's gonna perform in champs. I think he's gonna do great, man. And similar to Ash, man, these rookies, these guys from Korea, they are playing their first years and they are looking incredible, man. So I'm very surprised. I don't know what are they giving to these kids. Maybe they are sharing Faker's DNA, I don't know. But he is really good, man. I will put them here on the C tier 2 as C tier 2. I think they are on the same level here, man. Very similar level. Now Fnatic, my friends. The old Fnatic, guys. This is a team that we know how good they are, right? But in the last games, man, they didn't look good. But to be fair, I think Fnatic and Heretics, they suffered a lot from doing so well at EWC. They didn't have time to rest, you know, to prepare. And the burnout is real, my friends. This game is very intense, you know. Things they learn and adapt so fast, and if you don't have the time to rest, sometimes you can burn out, and I think that's what happened. I don't like that Fnatic is so my thoughts on Fnatic are, in my opinion, okay, in my eyes, they are developing a style of play that is totally opposite of Paper Rex. It's very similar to what SK used to do in CS in the old days. They will wait for the enemy team to use their utilities, so they're gonna like almost run out of time. Like they're gonna start play like in the last 30 seconds. I do like that, and I think Fnatic is getting better and better at this style. But I wanna see them being more versatile with their style of playing, okay? Because I think if you only do this kind of rounds, you're gonna suffer, man. Things is gonna raid you and they're gonna punish you. And it's very easy to get punished when you're doing strats like that, okay? So I want to see Fnatic be able to do this kind of play, which I think is good. I don't like, I think it's kind of boring, but for highlights, for my style of video, when you're just analyzing how they taking control of the map and things like that, it's really beautiful. But I think they need to be more hybrid, you know, like have this fast play, slow play, a little bit of both sometimes. But I still think Fnatic, man, they are A tier. They are an incredible team. They got one of the best IGLs of all time. They got 4 incredible players. They got one of the GOATs Chronicle. Alpha, you know how good he is. Crash is insane. Kayak has been proven that he's one of the best duelists in the world right now. Has one of the most incredible mechanics of all duelists. So I put them on A tier. Guys, now it's interesting because I'm not gonna lie. I haven't watched Dragon Ranger gaming as much. They will play with Demon 1, but I love that. Don't get me wrong, I love that. Demon 1 is one of my favorite players of all time, okay? His peak is maybe the best ever, right? But he's replacing a guy that, from what I know, was the best player on the team. That was Vukashu, another Russian player. We don't know if Demon 1 will actually even play, because if Vukashu gets his visa, he will play. And he's close to get, from what I saw. But we don't really know. So this thing here, they could be like on the A tier, but since we don't know who is going to play, I think, man, I think I would put it in on C tier. I for now I'm gonna put on the B tier, man. I wanna give the credits to other players, and I have hopes that Demon 1 is gonna perform really well. You know, I think Demon 1 is the kind of player that he's so confident. I know a lot of people is gonna say like, man, if Demon 1 doesn't perform, he's gonna be washed. If people are gonna say he's gonna be washed, you know, his fame is gonna get worse and worse and worse. Bro, don't give a shit about that. I think he's the kind of player, the kind of person who he thinks I'm going to go there and I'm gonna destroy everybody. And that is the mentality you should have. And if that doesn't happen, well, unlucky, bro. Next time, same thinking, same mentality, you know? I think he's on the grind. His individual skills are there for sure. It's gonna be tough for him, especially in the first games. Bro, this is tough, man, because he doesn't have time, man. It's one game in 2 games, and bro, depending on the situation, you're kind of out, you know? Doesn't have time, bro. He needs to perform from day one because Vukash is gonna. I don't know. This is a weird situation, okay? I will put B here, but it could be C tier. So now we got NRG, my friends. NRG is a thing that I think is looking good. I like their ideas. I think they're playing good Valorant. I think all 5 players are looking good. Ethan is calling really well. His mechanics are on point, guys. It's beautiful to watch Ethan play right now. I think they got the experience. They got the talent. I know they got 2 rooks playing on champs, so we don't know how they're gonna perform, Mada and Scuba. But I think they're gonna do fine, man. Especially Mada. I think Mada is a player that from the games, the first time we saw Mada on stage, he was popping off in the first half. You know, he didn't feel the pressure. I think he's in champs he's gonna be on fire too, man. Scuba, I think if this was before the last stage, I would say, bro, I would put them on C here easily, very low C. But since Scuba has been growing so much, and I feel like they really found their identity as a thing, I will put energy here on the B tier, man. So now we got Billy, my friends. China is the region that I've been watching the list, man. But I like YZ a lot. I think Billy is a good thing. But I think I'll put here on the C tier, guys. I think they will be similar to these things here. Even though they're playing good, man. They're playing good Valorant. Actually, bro, I'm tripping, man. I'm low-key tripping. Because Billy should be higher ranked than the Dragon Ranger gaming without Bukasho, right? So I'll put them on C tier as well, my friends. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. And now, Giant X. I know GX look good. They're playing good at Valorant. They got my boy Westside. They got my boy Cloud. They're looking good. Flakeless too. But man, this will be the first champs of a lot of players on this thing. And I will put them here with my BR above my BR. Yes. And my BR is, you guys gonna stay there, man. That breaks my heart, bro. My boy Aspas, my team, bro. Man, Dark Horse. For me, my BR, I really want to win champs, okay? So this is the Jinx power. This is the Jinx power. You guys, the last will be the first. And Heretics, man, they are playing good. No. They're looking bad. Yes. But they are Heretics, my friends. They can beat anyone, guys. They can beat anyone. I think I'm being a little bit unfair here, man, with RIQ, if I'm being very honest. So I think I will go like this, guys. I will go like this. Heretics on B, but they can beat even Paper X, and they can even lose to Giant X. This is Heretics right now. Energy's more solid thing. Yeah. I think I'm putting energy, showing way too much respect for them, but it is what it is, man. I honestly have hopes on this team, bro. I think they're honestly really good, and I think our Q here on the A tier is good, guys. It's good. They need to prove to me for them that they deserve the S tier, but I think this is good, guys. I think this is my first tier list. I never did that, my friends. Not even like for myself. This is a little bit weird, but I think I'm happy with what we have here. I will do more content. Tell me in the comments if you wanna see my top 10 players or maybe even more. A video about that. I thought I could do a video like talking about each region. Not sure if it is necessary because I think I already give some of my insights here, but if you guys want, I can go more deep into this kind of in the regions and talk more about individual things. So my friends, give me your feedback. This is my first time in doing this. Any suggestion, idea, and feedback is always welcome. And I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I see you next time.